to get my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
It all started with a single Instagram story. No caption, no explanation. Just a black screen and one word written in white letters. Blocked. That was enough to send the internet into a frenzy. Within minutes, fans began connecting the dots. And before long, everyone realized what had just gone down between Teyana Taylor and Aaron Pierre. For weeks, people had been speculating about where their relationship stood. They had gone from being the internet's favorite healing-era couple to suddenly nothing. No posts, no comments, no sightings. Just silence. But that single blocked story from Teyana, it confirmed everything. Something had gone terribly wrong. And when the truth started spilling out, it left fans completely shocked. Because this wasn't just a simple breakup. This was betrayal, all hidden behind smiles and romantic captions. And the craziest part? It all came crashing down because of another woman. One Aaron thought no one would ever find out about. Let's rewind. When Teyana Taylor first started spending time with Aaron Pierre, it felt like the start of something new for her. After everything she'd been through with Iman Shumpert, the divorce, the rumors, the heartbreak, people were rooting for her to find peace again. Aaron came into her life quietly. No flashy announcements, no public dates, just two people who seemed to understand each other. They connected on a deeper level, something that felt real. Fans loved their energy. Aaron was calm, grounded, and respectful. He seemed like exactly what Teyana needed after all the chaos. And for a while, things looked perfect. But you know how social media works? Perfection never lasts long. A few months ago, fans started noticing subtle changes. Aaron stopped commenting under Teyana's posts. He stopped liking her pictures. He didn't even acknowledge her latest fashion campaign, something he would normally hype up in her comments. At first, people thought maybe they were just keeping things private. But then, something strange happened. An unknown woman, a model from London, started posting photos that had fans raising eyebrows. She wasn't famous, but her posts had one thing in common: small, subtle hints that pointed toward Aaron. A jacket he'd worn in interviews suddenly showed up in her mirror selfies. A coffee mug that looked identical to one seen in his stories appeared in hers too. And then one day she posted a picture captioned, 4 months and counting. No tag, no name, just that. The comment section exploded. Fans immediately began speculating that she was pregnant, and that the baby might belong to Aaron. At first, no one wanted to believe it. It sounded too wild, too messy, especially considering how private Aaron had been about his personal life. But then, an old interview clip resurfaced where he talked about wanting a family someday soon. That clip suddenly took on a whole new meaning. When the rumors reached Teyana, everything changed. According to sources close to her, she had no idea what was going on. She'd trusted Aaron completely. They weren't official in the public eye, but privately she thought they were exclusive. So when her friends started sending her screenshots of that girl's pregnancy announcement, and when she realized the timeline overlapped with when she and Aaron were together, it felt like a punch to the gut. People close to Teyana said she tried to stay calm at first. She wanted to hear Aaron's side before reacting. But when she confronted him, the truth hit harder than she could have imagined. Aaron didn't deny it. He admitted that he had been seeing that woman before things got serious with Teyana, and that she was indeed pregnant. But what crushed Teyana wasn't just the pregnancy itself. It was the fact that Aaron hadn't been honest. He had kept it from her, pretending like everything was fine, acting like he had nothing to hide. For someone like Teyana, who'd already been through betrayal once before, it reopened every wound she thought had healed. So that blocked post? It wasn't just about cutting him off online. It was symbolic. It was her drawing a line, saying she's done being lied to, done being disrespected, done being the woman who has to stay strong while someone else breaks her heart. Fans quickly flooded her page with support. You don't owe him anything. Once a woman says she's done, she's done. Meanwhile, Aaron stayed silent. He didn't post, didn't respond, didn't even attempt to clear his name. But silence can say a lot. And in this case, it said everything. For a few days, it felt like the story was starting to die down. But then things got even messier. That same London model, now visibly pregnant, posted another story. This time, she tagged a location that fans instantly recognized: Atlanta, Teyana's city. People started piecing together that she might have flown in to meet Aaron, and that sent social media into meltdown. Some fans speculated that Aaron was trying to do the right thing and be present for the pregnancy. Others said it was just more proof that he'd been living a double life. But what really sent fans over the edge was what happened next. A video started circulating online, reportedly recorded outside a private event in Atlanta. In the clip, you could see Aaron talking to a woman who looked eerily similar to the pregnant model. His expression was tense, his body language uneasy, and standing not far from them was Teyana. She wasn't saying anything, just standing there, arms crossed, watching. The clip was only a few seconds long, but it was enough. The internet exploded again. People speculated that Teyana had shown up unexpectedly, that she'd finally confronted both of them face to face. Some even claimed that security had to step in after things got heated. It was chaos. After that, Teyana completely disappeared from social media. No posts, no stories, nothing. She went completely quiet, something she rarely does. When she finally reappeared weeks later, she looked different. Not broken, just detached. Like someone who had finally accepted the truth and moved on. Her caption simply read, "I learned to stop giving people chances to prove me right about their lies." It wasn't hard to guess who that was aimed at. Meanwhile, Aaron tried his best to go back to work, showing up at press events, smiling for cameras and pretending everything was perfectly normal. But no matter how hard he tried to move forward, the public just wouldn't let it go. Every time he posted something online, his comment section turned into chaos. Fans demanded answers. Did you really cheat on Teyana? Is the baby yours? Why didn't you just tell her the truth? No matter what he shared, a photo from a shoot, a clip from his new project, even a random motivational quote, the same questions followed him everywhere. Aaron stayed completely silent for weeks, hoping that if he ignored the noise long enough, it would eventually fade away. But it didn't. Then came the night of the big red carpet event. He looked sharp, dressed in a sleek black suit, ready to promote his latest film. Everything was going smoothly until a journalist decided to go off script. "Aaron," she said, leaning in with her mic, "there's been a lot of speculation online about your relationship with Teyana Taylor. Is there anything you want to clear up?" The crowd went silent. Cameras zoomed in. You could see the hesitation on his face. He clearly wasn't expecting that question. After a long pause, he finally took a breath and said softly, "Sometimes timing doesn't align the way you want it to. I'll always have love and respect for her. That's all I'll say." That one short line was all it took to ignite a whole new wave of drama. Within hours, social media exploded again, dissecting every single word. Because to fans, it didn't sound like regret. It sounded like avoidance. Like he was trying to play it safe. Not admitting guilt, not denying it, just hiding behind vague words. And then came the final twist, something no one saw coming. The London model gave birth. She posted a black and white photo of a newborn's hand holding hers, captioned, "My everything." People flooded the comments asking who the father was. She didn't tag anyone. But eagle-eyed fans noticed something small yet unmistakable. A tattoo on her wrist that looked identical to Aaron's initials. That was all it took. Within hours, Aaron Pierre baby was trending across platforms. And in the middle of that storm, Teyana posted a video clip from her studio. Laughing, dancing, looking genuinely happy again. It wasn't a coincidence. Her fans knew exactly what she was saying without her having to say a word. She was done, healed, and moving forward. The narrative flipped. What once looked like heartbreak started looking like liberation. People began praising her strength, saying she turned pain into power, once again proving why she's one of the realest women in the industry. And as for Aaron, his reputation took a major hit. What was once seen as a private, mature love story had turned into another celebrity scandal, one that would follow him for a long time. Insiders say that Teyana has no plans to ever speak publicly about the situation. She's focusing on her music, her kids, and her peace. The one thing she refuses to let anyone disturb again. But behind the calm, there's something deeper. A quiet reminder of what happens when love turns into lies, when truth comes too late, and when the person you thought you could trust shows you a side you never expected. And that's what makes this story so heartbreaking. Because at the core, it wasn't about fame or gossip. It was about two people who could have had something real, but lost it to secrets and silence. Teyana once said in an interview, "I've been through storms, but I never drowned." And this time, she didn't just survive the storm, she walked out of it glowing. So maybe this isn't a story about betrayal after all. Maybe it's a story about rebirth. Because sometimes the best revenge isn't blocking someone, it's living like they never existed,